Welcome back, everyone, to the Bitcoin Business Bureau. I'm your host, as always, LitecoinLeader. Today, I'm talking about a very interesting discussion point that's talking about how banks are being instructed to work with cryptocurrency firms and cryptocurrency-friendly banks, and how they're being pushed and pressured to do certain things, and how the U.S. government is trying to throttle the ability of people to get in and out of the fiat dollar system. So let me share my screen, talk about this, and see where we're going, and we'll come back and we'll do a little summary like we usually do. So first off, Operation Choke Point. All right, what is Operation Choke Point? Now, I'm going to start with the original. Okay, the Operation Choke Point is explained in 1 minute from the Daily Signal. I won't play the whole video. I won't play the video at all. I'll leave a link to it. But this is a video. I'm going to scroll down a little bit further just to show you that this video is 8 years old. Okay, so now I fast forward, and now we've got Operation Choke Point 2.0 is underway, and this is for a Substack from Pirate Wires. The guest writer Nick Carter, who's from I think he's from Coin Tokens or something like that. I can't remember exactly his company. Sorry, Nick, but he's got a great following on Twitter. This story only goes up until February 8th. Okay, so it covers like November, December of last year up to February 8th, and just outlines all the different ways that they're limiting banks and banks from working with crypto companies, and also limiting how people can get in and out of crypto as a result. So there's been other videos that have talked about this. I know in EconomicPreppers we talked about it. Joe Brown over at Heresy Financial talked about it, as did Guy over on Coin Bureau. So what is this? What is it about? And what's the point? What's the point of this conversation? And why do you need to know? So this is where I just drop out of this and talk to you guys. So, okay, Operation Choke Point. One way that governments can control where people place their currency, their dollars, is by regulation and rules that they set to permit or not permit, not allow dollars to move between points A and B, or through a bank or whatever. Like for example, let's say that you used to send a wire to Coinbase and buy Bitcoin that way. Well, if they shut that down, or you can't do a wire to Coinbase anymore, well, that's one of the choke points. So this has happened with Kraken. This has happened with Binance, and this has happened with Coinbase. In fact, Coinbase was given a Wells notice last week. I mentioned that video. I'll try to remember the link up here. That's my video from Monday. The Wells notice went out to Coinbase to warn them. We mentioned that on EconomicPreppers as well in the crypto update. But a Wells notice is just a letter that says, hey, we're going to send you something that's probably going to be a lawsuit. But it's just a warning. It just says something is coming, but they don't know. Coinbase has no idea what it is. And Coinbase is kind of angry because Brian Armstrong and the entire Coinbase organization has worked with the SEC as much as possible. And yet here they are offering this Wells notice. Now, obviously, Brian Armstrong and Coinbase are rather livid about this course of events, but it's par for the course for the government, because they don't want your dollars leaving their financial system. And now let's see. So you've got that. You got all these different choke points. So they don't want, the government they are trying to control where your dollars go, so that they want velocity in the U.S. economy, the U.S. financial system. They don't want dollars leaving that system and buying some other asset class that isn't going to increase the velocity of money through the financial system, which is dying before their eyes. And we have all these other countries that are avoiding the dollar. The dollars are being sold. The treasury bills are being sold. Hyperinflation is just around the corner if the dollars keep coming back to the United States. But it's going to be an issue. So Operation Choke Point has been happening for months now. And if you go back to 1.0, it happened for years. They will hide behind the idea that crypto is too risky. These assets aren't managed well. Look at the 3 or 4 banks that have failed. They all had high portfolio risk or high risk profiles. They didn't manage it well, or they worked too much with crypto companies and they had to take them over. Even though Signature had no reason to be taken over whatsoever, they just wanted to seize that bank in New York to get that crypto vehicle. I think the Gemini twins through the Winklevoss twins that own Gemini predominantly work with Signature Bank, but a lot of other companies work with Signature Bank that are invested in or work with or actually have projects in crypto. Signature was one of the banks that they worked with. And that's why these banks had such large deposits all in one bank. They didn't have the ability to move it to multiple banks because not many banks would take their currency. They wouldn't open up an account for a crypto-based company. So if you walk in there and say, hey, I'm Joe Schmo from, Shibarium, and I want to open up an account. And they're like, I'm sorry, sir, we don't do cryptocurrency here. Bank of America would turn them away. Other banks would turn them away. I know Bank of America would turn them away. Chase might not, but now they probably would, given what's going on. So this is what's going on probably next couple of months, because we know the CBDCs are coming. The central bank digital currencies are coming, and that is going to be the digital dollar version on a blockchain that Big Brother can watch you and track you and control and program your money or your currency. There's a difference between money and currency. Been over it many times. I try to reinforce it. I even reinforced it in my local coin shop. And they didn't, I had to educate them about, the terminology and why money versus currency. Clearly, silver and gold is money, has been for thousands of years. Bitcoin's also money as well, and also a currency. The difference between a currency and money, they all have the same exact properties, except money holds its buying power over time. We've seen all those charts where the dollar goes down, 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 down since 1913 with its purchasing power, and significantly since it went off the gold standard. So this is what's going on. All right. This is what the choke point is, just another mechanism for the US to drag this out, try to keep people make it as difficult as possible for people to get crypto. Even though if you reach out to us at EconomicPreppers, we can help you get Bitcoin onto a wallet like this. And if you're looking to get, not financial advice, but if you're looking to get Bitcoin, if you're looking to get another crypto and you don't know how to do it, contact myself. Let me know. Go to LitecoinLeader. There's a number there. But the best way is to send me an email. That number is tough to check for me right now. But in any event, if you need help, let me know. But I want you, the point of this video is to inform everybody in the audience to know that this choke point is happening. And these bank closures, these particular banks that they're singling out, these particular rules that they're putting out there that for Binance, the lawsuit that they're happening, that now they're dealing with derivatives, or that Coinbase is violating the SEC rules for whatever they're for selling securities. This is just what's going on. This is just this, and what they're doing is they're kicking the can down the road. They may not win this lawsuit, but it's the FUD story that goes out certainly looks bad for the crypto industry. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep the dollars out of crypto and in this system until they're ready to convert everybody over to their digital version of the dollar, which is the CBDC. So, lots said today. I'm going to close the door on the bureau and say, oh, I forgot to do it at the top. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Leave a comment. I read them all. I will respond back to them. Share this video with someone who might need to know something about this and heard about, hey, did you hear about Coinbase? Did you hear about Binance? Tell them it's just part of Choke Point 2.0. And they're like, what's that? Well, show them this video, or even show them Joe Heresy, or Joe Brown at Heresy Financial did a great job with it too. So, lots said today. I look forward to reading your comments, and please give me the thumbs up. But with all that said, I'm going to close the door on the bureau, say follow leader one more time, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.